Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to Palworld, where we have been getting stuff done. We got a stone base, so it can't catch on fire. We got all sorts of electricity to make pal metal and run these bad boys. We have now made the pal metal armor. We're making more legendary spheres. Things are going well. One thing we need is more ammo and always more concrete. So let's get that going. And then what else? Do we have enough lift monk effigies? I do. Ooh. Perfect. Well, that'll help. That actually helps a lot. I don't know exactly the difference. Mathematically, maybe it doesn't help a lot, but every little bit counts because it saves me legendary spheres in the long run, so I'll take it. I guess I need to make flour here. For now, I'll just throw all the berries into getting baked. And then, yeah, so we've got some new armor. We've got Palmetal here. So our defense goes from 380 up to 470. That's a pretty big boost. And health goes from 1950 to 2300. Good changes, but unfortunately we don't have heat resistant or cold resistant attached to that. And so we will need our multi-climate undershirt for that. For now, we just have the heat-resistant undershirt, so cold is going to be a problem. For now, I might have to switch back to cold-resistant armor. And then it looks like I haven't made a Palmetal axe yet, so we need to do that. What's up, Rayplay? How goes it? And then I am going to just pop these technical manuals. Get a couple more tech points here, because we're low on tech points. Sweet! Okay, and then we made the drafting table. I don't totally oh, wow. So, I guess you can have 5 of a previous schematic, and then that makes one of the next level. And that seems to be true for all items. So, there's that. Caprity. Or Caprity. Another Caprity. And Cinnamoth, which I think we already had 12 of. So, in this episode, I am going to try to maybe defeat Bellanoir. And then also, we're going to continue our breeding process of Ragnarok and maybe switch to Fingalope. I'm not really sure. Oh, one other big thing. Yes, last episode we were having issues with the base level upgrade. It kept crashing. And what was going on with that is I still had the old mod installed. I didn't think it was installed because I'd uninstalled and reinstalled the game and it didn't look like there were any mods, but the mod that affected, I forget what it was called, it was like progressive bases or something, and it was changing what this progression looked like. So I actually had to change the numbers in game. I think I'm up to like 40 max pals at the final base level because it needed to support how many pals we had now, which I guess was 28 or something. I don't know exactly, but we were able to level up without the crash after I removed that. So that's all great. And we're at 5 bases, so we can make a new base somewhere to fight Bellanoir. I might just go nearby to one of the... maybe this one? Is there a good spot next to this one? And we can just have a big flat area. And we'll summon a whole bunch of our highest level pals. This is not a big flat area. I guess over here would be fine. Maybe not. We can always teleport to the base, so it doesn't really matter where it is. Maybe down here. This feels like a good spot. Okay, so I need a Paldium fragment, a little bit of wood. I should have brought all that. We should be able to get stone pretty easily. Just from here. And then Fingalope, can you take care of the centers here? And this is how I chop trees now. Okay, and that should be all we need to build a pal box. So easy peasy. So this is where we'll fight the big one. And I guess I'll need a bunch of beds and some berries just to have pals here. So we'll equip an axe real quick. Get some wood to make beds. I don't know how much we'll need. I guess we'll need quite a bit, actually. Because if I'm going to have 28 pals fighting, which I do want to have 28 pals, that means we'll need 28 beds. Which is like 280 wood. I think they're 10 apiece. Thankfully, it's very fast with the refined metal axe. Any plans for a podcast like the Pal Must Evolve? Probably not. I don't think there's a huge Palworld niche. If I expanded it to the creature collector genre, there might be a niche for that. But what's also weird is Palworld is very abnormal in the creature collector genre. There's really not anything like the creature collector genre is much more like the older Pokemon games than it is like Palworld. So, all right. So let's get a bunch of these built. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can only queue up 10 things. 9, 10. Yeah, it is more Ark Survival, which I've never played, but I've heard enough people say that I guess I agree with it, despite not even really knowing what that means. All right, and then we're gonna go grab, or wait, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go find a pal with Handiwork 3 to throw down here. So you can get those built fast. And then I'm gonna go grab some berries. And then alright, that should last for a little while. Where's my new base? It's this one, right? The Bellanoir base. Oh, I also need to get the resources to build the summoning doodad. I forget what goes into that. Okay, you're doing great there, Nightmare. Make sure you got food that you can eat. And then who else do we want to bring? I probably want to sort by... You can't sort by attack. So probably sorting by level is the best way to go. And I'll just bring in all my highest level pals here to do the fighting. That's probably not the best way to do it, you know. I could probably be a little more discerning than that, but this will be fine. Alright, get these built. Oh, I need more fiber. I guess that means more trees. Alright. Is that enough? Maybe? Maybe. It's funny seeing a bunch of pals just standing around doing nothing. I still need 10 more, actually. Okay, so we don't have enough fiber, actually. 1, 2, 3. Alright, a little bit more. Still. Each tree gives me 6 fiber, it looks like. Yeah. There's enough for one bed. I have a little bit too much wood. Let's get rid of some of that.
What? Yeah.
Okay, I only need 2 more beds. All right, perfect. I mean, I guess I technically need hot springs too, or I could just bring salads. Maybe I'll just bring salads, and then I don't think I have to worry too much about it. Okay, and then finally, I need other, or no, where is it? There it is. Summoning altar is 100 stone and 20 palladium fragments. All right, so we'll go grab that. And baby, we're taking down Bellanoir, and this time it will not destroy my main base. I won't let it. What the heck? What? How did... you know, that must have been when I loaded... I think I see what happened. When I loaded the game, yeah, it... Okay. So when I loaded the game without the mod, I had less pals that could work at the base, and I guess it just dropped them, which is interesting. I'll take out the mod and put Beacon back in. Yeah, I was wondering what if it took pals off the base, and it did. Okay, I do need palladium fragments, but I don't know where they all are. Are they all over here? There we go. And I also need stone, but that'll require me to walk up this way. And then take a bit of that. How many did I need? 100? Okay. All right. I guess we need the slab, and then we'll be good to go. And then maybe some salads to keep sanity up. Summoning altar we can just put over here. You guys can get that done. Let me go get the slab. And then I don't really know, why is my camera so dark? I never understand this thing. I think it's because I'm wearing a white shirt. It's kind of frustrating. I don't know how to trick it. If I'm wearing a white shirt, it just makes everything darker. I need to stop wearing white shirts, I guess. What boss am I going for? The just basic Bellanoir. And I forget where I combine them. Was it in the weapons thing? I don't remember. We'll find out. Is it in this one? Yes, there we go. Alright. Where did it go? You guys took it so fast, I don't even know where you put it. Put it over here? What does it even count as?
Yep.
Oh no. This is probably other materials. Where are you guys putting other materials these days? It's not in there. It's not in there. There it is. Alright. Perfect. Okay, so we've got our rifle. We've got a pump action shotgun with a few shotgun shells. We've got plenty of rifle ammo, which is good. We do not have plenty of shotgun ammo. So that would be the next thing for me to make. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel these palmetto ingots. Start a fresh load here. Because I kind of just want that always working. All right, let's do this. I think the fight will go pretty well. Our pals that I have here are higher level than the ones that were there last time there was a fight. And we like half killed Bellanoir last time, and I just quit because the base got destroyed. So, oh, I was gonna get salads too. Let's do that real quick. Salad. Alright, I'll take 70 salads, why not? Do 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 do. Okay. Throw those in the food bin. Keep people sane, and then I think we're ready to go. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Summon a powerful boss. Here it is. Level 30 Bellanoir. Immediately got frozen. Oh my gosh, we're just demolishing it. Almost down to 90% health already, and we can't even see the thing. Now, Chris, what you doing over there? Do something useful. What even is it? I don't know where it is. I'll just shoot into the middle of everything. You know, I might actually need, like, a foundation. A wall and a roof. Get a vantage point here. Still can't see it. You guys are doing great. Just keep up the good work. There it is. Okay. Wow. I didn't even... Oh, I see what happened. Okay, it fell out from underneath me and then I ran into the pal box. That's what destroyed my base last time. A gigantic laser beam. Alright, well, I don't really need to participate. My team is doing just fine. Run in with a shotgun if we want. Just can't see a thing at this range. I don't even know where there's... This is utter chaos. Best to just let the pals take care of it, I guess. Try not to get hit by that. The worst part is, like, your own pals will prevent your bullets from going through. Your bullets don't pass through your own pals, and so it's, like, actually really hard to hit something if you can't see it. Oh, Dire Howl, no! Woohoo! Bellanoir down. Oh, there's an ancient civilization core. We're gonna need more of those. Oh my gosh. It's not just a multi-climate undershirt that, or maybe I got lucky, but I got a multi-climate undershirt +1. I thought we were just gonna get a regular one. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so now I'm just full resistant to all elements. Okay, that's amazing. That's so great. That is great. All right, thank you, pals. You guys all did your job. You guys all did your job. And now I'm wondering, like, what if I just made this base a logging and stone pit base, and I just had a couple pals just constantly collecting stone and wood? And then I could maybe make my own Paldium. I don't know. It's an idea. Sweet. Okay, well that's really helpful. I didn't know. Again, I might have gotten lucky. It might just give you a multi-climate undershirt, and I got lucky to get an uncommon one. But that is awesome. So now I never have to worry about the climate at all. Okay. Sweet. And I'll put that in there. No, wait, rubies. Hold on. That goes in there. Rubies go in here. And a huge dark egg. Wait, is that a Bellanoir? Maybe? Maybe we get a Bellanoir for defeating a Bellanoir. A Nightwing with remarkable craftsmanship. It is. Spoiler! Didn't actually want to know. You could have let me wait an hour to find out. But it's okay. I'm not mad. Alright, so that's... We're mostly down to skill fruits here. I do have a couple more. Okay, what's next? Let's go check on our breeding base. I'm sure we have a lot to do over there. Which is here. Lots to do involves a new flower creation, more cake creation. Apparently eggs are the problem, so I need another chickpea. Interesting. How many cakes do we actually have? 54! Oh, okay, we have a lot. Probably time to get a third breeding ranch going. But, wow, we got a lot to queue up here. I don't even know if I have enough incubators for all this. And what's going on here? Oh no, what happened? It must have been, you know what, it probably screwed up all my bases. Oh, what was Ragnarok being bred with? Wait, what's going on right now? Okay, the Malsanda and the Nightmares should be making Ragnarhawks. Didn't I have a Ragnarhawk with a Ragnarhawk? I think I did. No, it was I was making Anubis. Hold on. It's time for paldb.cc. I had... Oop, breeding calc, please. It was Ragnarhawk to Anubis. What was I breeding? No, I was not doing any of those. Oops. It's Malsanda and Nightmare is breeding Anubis. So I think I was just breeding two Ragnarhawks together to make Ragnarhawks. Interesting. So then that means we need to sort by passive skill Swift. That must have been the Ragnarhawk that got taken out. Yeah, Swift Artisan, Swift Serenity. And that's going with this male Ragnarhawk. And Serenity would be a good one, right? Yeah, I mean, it's better than a random trait. What we'd prefer is a stamina trait, of course. But it's at least relevant to having a pal in the party that has better attacks. Attack and cooldown reduction. Those are both nice. So then those two are supposed to be the two that are breeding. Yeah. Okay. Like that. Swift, nimble. Did we not have one with runner? Am I forgetting? What's happening here? Am I forgetting? Did we have one with runner? And swift? Or was that Anubis that had runner? Can't even remember anymore. We do not have a Ragnarok with runner. Okay. Alright, well there we go. Anyway, I think those were the two that were breeding before, and we just got interrupted by me deleting that mod and kind of fixing the progression. Right, there's a Swift Artisan. And then we got a lot of rocky eggs. But our first ones are hatching. Yay! Oh my gosh. Did I just get lucky and get a mutation that's amazing? Workaholic Artisan Craftsmanship Work Slave. Good gravy. That's an insane Anubis. Alright, there's all those. Okay, let's take a look at what we just got. Oh, see? Yeah, oh, here it is. This is the one. It got dropped on the ground, too. I need to go check all the bases. They all must have something like this. That's the one that was breeding. Okay. And, of course, now it's lost. It's probably at the end here. This one is Swift and Runner and female. And that goes with the nimble male. Okay. Like that. Okay, that... I thought I had remembered that. Okay, Swift plus Runner plus Nimble. We should be able to get all three. If we get the right combo. There we go. Okay, so anyway, sort, clear, Palpedia. Anubis is in the back somewhere. Okay, what do we got? Oh my gosh. So I've got that one, which has Mercy hit, which is nice. But look at this one. Level 4 handiwork and 178 work speed? Oh my gosh. That is nuts. That's 2.5 times faster than normal, and level 4 handiwork is already absurd. That's amazing. Okay, so what we should be able to do now... Wait a second. Let me just make sure we have both genders, but we should be able to breed Anubis together now. Okay, the crazy good one's a female, so then I have a male which has Artisan, and we can just breed those two together. Yeah. So then that means we switch out you and you. And then those two. Okay. And then I think it's time to set up a third breeding farm. And I'd like to get Fingalope going. Oh, foundations. Let's get some more here. 2. Need like a 5x5 area. 3, 4. 5. Okay. And then breeding farm is under Pal. And then it's hard to kind of see. Of course, it doesn't align with the other one automatically or anything. Yeah, I probably should make those glasses. I mostly care about traits, though, rather than stats, so it's kind of not that big of a deal. But it wouldn't hurt, I guess. Can you get out of the way, Left Monk? Thank you. Also, what's up, Aelor? Okay, so we need a Fingalope. So let's pop open the breeding calculator here. And I guess let's see Fingalope from Ragnarok at this point. Is that easily doable? Okay, not in one step. Is there a way to see what I'm trying to... Oh gosh. I mean, I guess I can just look through this giant list of what can make Fingalopes and then search for... What was the name of the other pal I've been making? I cannot remember the name of it. Shoot. Yeah, I don't love that Fingalope is slower than Pyron, but you weren't kidding about the double jump. The double jump is legit. So I figure a Fingalope with speed bonuses is probably better overall. It's also cuter, which is fun. I think Fingalope's adorable, and I want one in real life. I'm trying to remember the name of this pal that we made a bunch of. Nightmare. Okay. Because Nightmare has Swift, so what I want to see is if we can do Nightmare to make Fingalope. I can. Kelp C or Univolt. Or no, sorry. Kelp C plus Nightmare. So that's what we want to set up then. Because I have Swift Nightmares already. Okay. So we take... Let's see, we need to find our Nightmares. I guess the first thing to see is if we have any Kelp C that are fast or have more stamina, because those would be optimal to use. Kelp C, where are you guys at? I know I caught a million of them. Pretty sure we have the full 12. Do we not? Really wish you could just have a search bar. It feels so weird that there's not a search bar here. Being able to sort different ways is great, but not being able to search, that feels very odd. It feels like a quality of life feature they would have added a long time ago. I mean, I don't even know the best way to do it. I guess this will bring it towards the front. I caught... That's right. I know what happened. I caught a bunch, and then I condensed them to get a level 2 Kelp C for farming. So I have exactly 0 extras. That's what happened. That's what happened. Okay. It makes sense. But we're gonna go catch a couple more. Alright, so we need to go north from here. And then hypers should be sufficient. Insulated body, logging foreman. Do I have the mercy ring on? Yes. Oh, wrong weapon. Might as well catch another Azure Robe while I'm here. What's this? Brown Cherry? I don't think I have 12 of you. I don't even need to shoot. Alright, so we would like to get a Kelp C that has a speed stat or a stamina stat. One of the two would be nice. Runner? Okay, that's great. Runner's great. I don't like brittle. Nimble, okay. So we could breed those separately, and then we'd have a Fingalope with Nimble and a Fingalope with Runner, and then we could breed those together.
Oh. Yeah.
I'll keep grabbing a few more. These are easy to get.
Wah. Wah.
Burly body. Workaholic. Pyromaniac. That's a weird trait for Kelpsy to have. I feel like there are some traits that certain pals should not be allowed to have. Right? Like, why can a water pal have Pyromaniac? That doesn't make sense. Kelpsy Ignis? Now that could have Pyromaniac. Regular Kelpsy? That makes no sense. Yeah, I just want to catch a few more here.
Wah. Oh.
Maybe we get lucky. There's a runner. Awesome. Hard skin. Alright, I'm gonna catch these two and then we'll call that good. Masochist.
Yeah.
Ooh, Vanguard. There it is. We would really like Vanguard too. Earthquake resistant. Yeah, I don't care about that one. Alright, that's a good start. Another Bronze Cherry. Grab that bad boy. What? Wow, a 95% escape. You don't see that very often. Maybe the game is being honest about its odds, and I just feel like I'm luckier, but I don't know. If I had to put money on it, I would bet 80-20 that the game is lying about the actual catch rate. And it's higher than it displays to prevent player frustration. Because it feels like I get so many first try catches on odds that are far less than 1/2. You know, it really feels like it's weighted under the hood in my favor. But it might not be. Maybe it's just telling the truth and it's a full random generator. But I would bet 80-20 it's not. Okay, so what we want is 2 Kelpsy. No, sorry, not 2 Kelpsy. I could start with 2 Kelpsy. Maybe that's what we do. Because we've got Runner. What's Burly? Burly Body's probably defense, right? Which are the ones that are all stamina? I guess I can find out by looking at the 3 together. The stamina ones are... these 3, I think. Infinite Stamina, Fit as a Fiddle, Eternal Engine. I don't think we have any of those here. True, I do want to condense them eventually. But it's easier to breed 2 good traits into a Kelpsy, and then that Kelpsy can breed both of those good traits into a Fingalope. Because I think I want Runner and... Vanguard is just really strong, and I want to eventually have a team with Vanguard, so it feels like a good choice to start Vanguard now. Oh, those are both male, of course. Do I have a Kelpsy Runner that is female? No. Of course I'm not that lucky. Okay. So, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to get there. So we need female vanguard first. Okay, got it. And I definitely need more incubators.
What?
Although Kelp Sea probably hatches pretty fast. But let's go get some more expeditions going, first of all, to get me more Ancient Civ parts. And then, Aelor, I'm ready for spoilers, or Prul if you're here, or Rayplay, anyone that was hanging out, if anybody knows the answer. What are some other ways to get those Ancient Civilization cores? Is Bellanoir the only way? Can I do regular dungeons? Do I just need to fight more Bellanoir? Because I'm going to want a bunch of those cores eventually as well. Wow. Crazy that with my entire PAL box, it's still only 81% reward. Let me try condensing maybe a couple PALs. Wait, my condenser's over here. By level? Oh, they're all assigned right now. Can you not sort, by the way, by their rank either? Wow, that Pingle has 3,000 fire. Okay, so yeah, I forget. It might have been you, Aelor, that said this, but rank has a huge effect on. So 517 firepower on that Gumas, and it goes up to. Does it show firepower here? No, of course it doesn't. That would be too easy. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Now that Gumas has 2,000. Okay. So condensing is a great way to get some extra firepower.
Yep.
For sure. Ideally on something that already has a decent level. Yeah, like a Mao Christ or something. Or do we have a Dire Howl with a high level? Did I not unassign everybody? Keep swearing I am, but no. Cancel all. There we go. Alright. So now we'll take our best Celeray. Don't we already have one that's... Maybe we don't. I swear we condensed our original Celeray, but maybe I didn't. Okay. We'll get a Floppy here. I really hope I'm not screwing myself over by using up... I'm not even looking at their traits. I probably should be. Might be destroying really powerful traits for all I know. Here's a Cinemoth that's decent. Condense you. Mud. blood. There's about 1 million Gale Claws, but we already knew that. Let me condense a Swee. And Alpha Univolt. I wonder what kind of power it's gonna have. We'll take a Van Worm here. Ragnarok. Get it all the way to rank 2. I wonder what its power is gonna be. It's gonna be nuts. We'll do a Wixen. Okay. The rest. That one has Noble, so I don't want to use that one up. And then maybe a Nightmare. Alright. Some good condensing done. And... oh my gosh. Stop it. Climbing on everything. Wow, that made a huge difference. Look at that Ragnarok's power. Okay, that's nuts. Wow. And now we've got a lot more. There's that Univolt. 5,000 power. Dire Howls 4,000. Okay. Well, there you go. That makes a massive difference. So you want to have one, or I'm guessing because you do need 100 pals total. So you probably want multiple rank 1s until you have enough, until you have 100 rank 1 pals, you know what I mean? And then you want to go to rank 2. I do find it weird you can't sort your pal box by rank. It just feels, why can't you sort by rank? It just makes no sense to me. And I don't know what these are, but I don't think these are rank, are they? They don't seem to do anything. What's this? I don't know what that is either. I think that's something like later game. So yeah, I don't understand why you can't sort by rank. You can sort by everything else, but not rank. Anyway. Yeah, I gave up on that idea, Aelor, because the stupid Wandering Trader is the only way to buy Paldium Fragments. If there was a town that had a trader that sold Paldium Fragments, then I would just do that. But the Wandering Trader is the only one that does it. So, inconvenience was the crime that the trader committed, and they have paid for their crimes. By now being our little trader that just lives here now. Sucks to be them. Wait, where does this go? Oh, it goes in schematics. That's right. That's right. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, why don't we do it that way? And then... Al fluids. Okay. What's next? We got Bellanoir defeated, which is great. So now I can go to whatever climate we want to go to. Got a lot of ammo. Got breeding going. I guess we could check on our desert base. See how everybody's doing over here. You guys still got food? Yep, 2,000 berries worth. And then... let's see. Do I need to make more refined ingots? I don't use as many anymore. I am using all the charcoal though. And why don't I make a few more? Like, well, I'll make 250. And then the rest I will collect and bring back to the base. You're so in the way. Alright, grab this. Grab. Well, I guess I just want it all, right? Except we'll leave the charcoal as we turn that into carbon fiber. So here, let me put that away real quick. I don't have the grappling gun. Okay, do I not have more?
Yep.
I swear we had more than that. I must have grabbed it recently. Oh, right. We can turn the coal into carbon fiber too. So do we want to start spending coal on carbon fiber instead of on charcoal? On refined ingots. Right. That's the question. I think the answer is yes. Because refined ingots were mostly used for... Well, I guess they are still used for ammo. So I do still need some income. And I also need charcoal for gunpowder. So I do need both of those. But the carbon fibers used for the legendary spheres and the pal metals used for the legendary spheres, which means I need the ore and palladium instead of the refined ingots. Okay. I mean, I have 2,600 refined ingots. I don't think I'm gonna run out anytime soon. I'll have ample warning before I run out, I think. Is how that's gonna go. Yeah, I just made salads. What am I doing here? I will make jam-filled buns, though. Those sell decently well. Some good money. And carbon fiber. Cloth. Okay. Now, legendary spheres. Let's do it. Boom. Could need more regular cloth. Why don't I make a bunch of that real quick? Make a little bit more ammo. And then I think we can replace... What can we replace? Did this sink into the ground? I don't remember this being sunk into the ground like that. That doesn't seem right. Anyway. Anubis. We just had Wixen for the handiwork, so we'll get Anubis in for the handiwork. What are you gonna work on? Perfect. Legendary spheres with a legendary Pokemon. Oh, I mean a pal. Sorry, they're pals. How dare I? Alright, let me go put away all that crap, and then, I don't know, we'll go do a dungeon or something?
Yep.
Catch some new pals, do something like that. Everybody's hard at work. I haven't checked the ingot base. I mean, it's doing basic stuff that's kind of useful. I am gonna check real quick on the website, just because I'm curious about the civilization core. It looks like it's dropped by Bellanoir. It's in treasure boxes at high level stuff. And it's a material for some researches. Okay. So it's just a really high level thing, is all. Why don't we go take out this bounty, since we're looking for things to do?
Yeah.
And I shall take off the mercy ring. No mercy. Hello. Goodbye. Well, that was certainly something. Oh man. Do I need more Bushi? I might. Oops. That's what happens when you don't have the mercy ring equipped. Sorry, friend.
Whoa.
Grab a Lee's punk here. Do I have 12 Demud? I do. Alright. It would be nice to level up, so maybe we can get... Oh yeah, we need all these incinerams. And they're low enough level, I think Ultra Spheres will work fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Probably Lift Monk effigy under that water fountain or something. Or what do they call those? Waterfalls? Water fountain. That's not what it's called.
Yeah.
Whoa. That was some lag.
Yeah.
Alright, effigy. Nothing? Oh, I feel betrayed.
What?
I feel betrayed by video games. Come on now. That's like breaking the rules. You can't not have something behind a waterfall. Who made this game? Goodness. That's gotta be illegal. Gotta be illegal, right? What laws are they break? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's in the ballpark, but you gotta have something behind the waterfall. I think contractually, when you make a video game, you have to put something behind every waterfall. Also, we did that, right? Yeah, okay, we did do the tower. Did I do that one? No, but I maybe could. Maybe could. I could maybe try to catch Blazamut, too. Ooh. A thingy. Hi, friend. Why don't you just have Swift and infinite stamina? That'd be great. Nope, Dainty Eater and Aggressive. Guess not. Oh, that's just Paldean. Grab some sulfur here. Did I miss? No. Didn't know if I had missed one of the teleporters. Oh, that's not a gun. You just get in the way. Got them both? Nice. Alright, so we're 8 out of 12 on Incineram. And then, yeah, we'll just kind of keep skirting the island, I guess. Catch things. Are we good on Ragnarok? Oh, we're definitely good on Ragnarok. I don't need to worry about that one. Goodness, I have like 50 of them.
Yeah.
Bushi. Very much a maybe. Oh, we got him. It's interesting Mercy Hit is considered a red ability, like it's, you know, bad. A negative trait. It feels like there should be a color for like a neutral trait. Because it's obviously very desired sometimes and very not desired other times. Very dependent on the situation. Oh, come on. There we go. Another effigy over here. You know, honestly, collecting a bunch of effigies is not a bad plan. A couple more levels of catching percentage. Again, I really don't know the math of it. I could be overestimating the importance. I don't know if it's a flat percentage boost or if it's just a boost to the overall catch power formula that ends up caring more about their level than anything else. I don't know. Black Marketeer. What are you selling? Oh, pals? Not even good ones? Huh. Alpha pals are worth a lot more. Like that war sect. Worth 4 grand. Alright, time to hop on Flying Pal here, I think. Oh, there's a teleporter. Do we have full Vanworms? Oh, that's not a Vanworm anyway. I don't remember if I do or not. I know I have a lot. I don't know if it's the full 12.
What?
I think we finished it off. Oh, there's some. We can go find out. Yeah, we have 12 out of 12. So those are done.
What?
Anything else useful over here? I should probably grab these random huge eggs. Could be something good. I guess it's a large. I don't think there's anything useful between here and the boss tower. It's just more mountain.
What?
So we'll catch some Incineram here. Oh, Yormantide Ignis shows up in eggs. Here, yeah, that is nice. Okay, what do I do? A to turn the lock. Ugh. It's a little too quick to break Where are we going here? There we go.
What?
I think Skyrim gives you a little bit more of a leeway there.
Hmm? What?
Maybe I'm jaded, but I find those lockpicking games more irritating than anything else. Because it's just like trial and error until you get there every time. It stops being interesting after, I don't know, the second time you do it. Morrowind? I don't even remember Morrowind's lockpicking game. Why do I not remember Morrowind? You'd think I would. I played a lot of that game.
What?
It's completely escaping me right now. What is this? Oh, it's oil. Huh. Interesting. I imagine that will be important if we need to collect crude oil at some point, but we sure don't yet. In fact, I can't yet. Didn't have one. So the best lockpicking minigame is not having one. Got it. Got it. I actually am more or less in agreement with that. I think mini games are one of those things that are really interesting in games where, like, from a design perspective, the juice needs to be worth the squeeze, to put it summarized. And, like, if your lockpicking mini game isn't more fun than the other game, the main game that you're playing, or at least equally fun, then it needs to be extremely short and extremely what's the word I'm looking for? Like, immersion breaking. You know, it needs to be really fast, and even then it's like, what's the point of having the game if it's not fun to do? And yeah, let's do a cavern. A success chance based on your character skill. That's what I thought, and I would prefer that. Like, just sometimes you can't pick the lock, and sometimes you can. And if you can't pick it, you need to go find the key or have a skeleton key or something like that. And if you can pick it, cool. You got a free open door out of it. And then you just need to make sure that lockpicking is only ever applicable for non-necessary doors. You know, if there's a quest that you have to finish, then obviously you don't have the chance to fail on that. You have the real key for that door somewhere in the dungeon, so that way if the lockpicking fails, you can go find the real key. I much prefer systems like that. It is silly to me that a gunner who has a giant chain gun only drops 2 ammo. I think the loot table could use a little bit of, you know, whatchamacallit. Alor, I'd say it's fine as long as you get to I don't remember what the reattempt is. Like, as long as you can reattempt it at some point. If you fail once and it's locked forever, I don't think that's a great idea, but otherwise it's fine.
What?
If you fail and can come back later, I don't mind. Okay, where's the... There we go. There's the door. Okay, so left first. So Morrowind you can just spam. Yeah, that sounds about right. Morrowind had some... Gosh, the glow on the screen is just blowing out everything else. Morrowind had a lot of things that, looking back, were not great game design. And despite all of it, I think it was the most fun out of Elder Scrolls 3, 4, and 5. I think Morrowind was the best. I think that says something about games and game design. I don't know exactly what, other than, like, I guess just building a fun game is almost more important than most of the other things. I don't know. But it just had some charm that Oblivion completely did not for me. I've never played, I don't even think when I played Oblivion, even in high school or whatever, whenever it came out, I don't think I played more than 10 or 20 hours. It just didn't hook me. It just didn't. Whereas Morrowind I sunk, you know, who knows how many hours into. Maybe hundreds. I don't know exactly how many. Did I just get turned around? Uh-oh. I think I did. Shivering Isles. Yeah, I never did that one. No, stop. Stop. No! What? So... Gosh dang it. I was trying to shoot it, but it was too close because you can't look straight down enough. I couldn't actually aim at it. That was kind of funny. I needed to get off of the horse to be able to shoot it. Kind of realistic, actually. For mounted combat. Now, Skyrim, I would say had less charm than Morrowind, but it did a lot of things well again, and Skyrim I put a lot of hours into. But even then, there were things about Morrowind that I really missed from the old days. There's actually a new game that just came out. What's it called? Shoot. It came out like 2 days ago that people are saying is kind of like reminding them of Skyrim when it came out. It's the same style of just kind of like RPG and stuff. Oh my gosh, there's so many paths. Okay, good. This is not a forever path. Metal helm? That's pretty useless. Yeah, one thing that was also really charming about Morrowind, and I've talked about this idea a lot in various streams and in various times, but just leveled loot is, I think, usually unhelpful for a game, except in certain scenarios. And I really enjoyed that in Morrowind, the areas had certain enemies. If you go into a certain area at a low level, you just get creamed. There's no question about it. Like, you can't fight the stuff that's there. And you learn, oh, I can't survive here. I need to go somewhere else. And like, I prefer that to a system like Skyrim had, where it's like, oh, if you go into a dungeon, it spawns enemies that are relatively at the right level for you, and it spawns loot that's at relatively the right area. I don't know. I much preferred the Morrowind style for something like that. Are you guys taking a lava bath? What are you guys doing over here?
Yeah.
Morrowind might have had some level scaling, but it certainly was less. You know, I don't know all the technical details, but like if you went to the Ghost Gate, there were, you know, what are they called? Was it Dremora? There were Dremora, there were fire elementals, and it didn't matter if you were level 1 or not, they were gonna be there. And you know, in a bad way, there were also just like from level 1, there were shops that just had glass daggers and Daedric stuff. I don't know about Daedric, but you know, glass daggers sitting on the shelf, and you could just steal it when the shopkeeper wasn't looking or whatever. at level 1. So, you know, so it's like there were some ways you could cheese the system, but I much prefer that to, oh, nothing in the game shows up with glass daggers until you're of a high enough level. And there might have been some places that would spawn different things, but it wasn't everywhere. All right, we got some Dazzy. That's nice. Do we get any good rewards here? Not really. Let's discard those. Discard random couple ammo. Get some bread. Okay. That was a fine dungeon. I probably need to be doing the ones on the ice island rather than this island. I think I've out-leveled these ones a little bit. Because these are level 40. And I think that... Were the ice ones also 40? I don't think we're ready for Jet Dragon, so we won't be doing that. The question is there another teleporter up this way? I think there is. Okay, I actually don't want to run into Jet Dragon. It will murder me immediately. Let's give some space over here. Yeah, Aloy, at this point, I think I'm far enough where I don't mind. And like, I've explored this island before, so, you know, I don't feel quite as bad about getting the answer. Yeah, okay. And I kind of, that's why I was even saying it in the first place, is I'm like, I think there's a third one on this island, somewhere on the north half. So we'll find it eventually. Ooh, more stuff. Oh, also I found out Ragnarok does give you an attack boost, and the rank of Ragnarok increases the attack boost. At rank 5, it's a 20% attack boost. So it's not just converting to fire damage, which is a question that I'd had at one point. Maybe? Nice. Blaze Howl. Got him? Yes, no, maybe so. Got him. Beep, 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 beep. Click. Old revolver schematic, huh? Am I out of inventory again? I am. Don't need a paldium. I don't need 3 megaspheres.
What?
Wow, one of those islands is this close? I forgot how close it was. Okay, there's the teleporter. So we will grab Cliff Monk effigy.
What? Wow. Yep.
Ragnarok up.
What?
Gale Claw sideways. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really know. Having Ragnarok a higher level, I guess it makes my vertical movement faster too, but really, I should have been focusing on Fingerlope first. Because often, when I use Ragnarok, I then use Gale Claw to go sideways to get the... Because Gale Claw is faster than Ragnarok. I wonder if that's true with max speed Ragnarok. Ooh, bounty. Alright, why don't we actually have some help? Oh, wow. Just took a lot of damage. Can I catch your Wixen, please? Be nice for me to have. Oh yeah, you're going down. Ah! Ragnarok is just demolishing you while you're focused on playing Ring Around the Rosie with me. That. Sweet. All right, let's throw away some mushrooms and pick up some pizza. I'm with you. It does feel weird. I need to? I feel like there might be one that's slightly better. Is that true? No, Gale Claw is just straight up the fastest. In fact, there's not that many gliding pals in the first place. There's only three. There's only 3 gliding pals. I mean, there's Hangyu Christ as well as Hangyu, but that's like the same thing. No, 4. Hangyu, Killamari, Celeray, and Galeclaw. There's only 4 gliding pals in the whole game. Yeah, it is really weird. Galeclaw, which I have right now is level 4, is 1500 speed. Galeclaw level 5 is 1700 speed. And then looking at mounted mounts, that's... looking at mounts. Fingalope with 60% speed is going to be pretty close to the Galeclaw speed, which is great for sprinting. Obviously, if you get one of these fast... I mean, Pyron with 60% would be kind of nuts. Almost 2000 speed. But... and then flying mount-wise... Ragnarok is 1300, and then you add 60% to that, and that gets you pretty close to 2000. So Ragnarok with extra stamina is kind of my goal. That'll be pretty great. That is while sprinting, but Ragnarok already has decent stamina, and then if you get extra with an ability, that's pretty nuts. Even the regular speed of 800, though, increased by 60% is like 1300, which is not bad for just the normal walking speed or running speed. I guess there's no walking. All right. Sweet. Okay, so we've circled that island. Have I leveled up? I did level up to 47. Okay, that was kind of one of my goals too. Is it time to start taking attack? I do want to get to 300 stamina, so maybe not. And since I'm right here, I mean, I'm not right here, but the teleport's right next to it, I might as well catch Relaxaurus Russ. Relaxaurus Lux.
What?
Should be an easy time. I do like the aesthetic of those ruins too. One thing that's tricky about... I might as well hop on to do extra fire damage. One thing that's tricky about games with flying mounts is how flying mounts kind of trivialize everything on the ground. Which is kind of a bummer, you know, like, I had the same issue with World of Warcraft where it's like, oh, there's all this cool stuff, but you can just fly over it now, so it kind of like trivializes the whole existence of all of this stuff. And that can be kind of a bummer. I don't even really know how you fix that in games with flying mounts. Like, obviously you can have areas where you're not allowed to get on a flying mount, but then that feels gamey and weird. So I don't always know the way to solve those types of things. Alright, well that's done now. And we'll go back and check on our, I guess, breeding base, but we gotta put away some stuff first. Oh, and I also needed to grab the resources for more incubators, that's right. You could have weather that's bad for flying. That's true. It kind of feels like, I'm just trying to imagine, like, I feel like that would just be annoying though, because I'm like, oh, of course it's raining, and now I can't get on the mount, which I'd prefer to do. So it's like, how do you make a system that isn't less fun? I don't know. Bellanoir, we got one. New pal captured. Alright, I assume she'll be at the end here. No? Bellanoir's Palpedia number is lower than those. Doesn't sound right. Ah, we have handiwork selected. There we go. Really? Oh, it's 112. Okay. Handiwork 2, medicine production 4. Not that I care about that, but geez. That's a thing, I guess. Okay, so I need to put stuff away. That's what we're doing. Put stuff away. Put away that stuff. Hey, you stole my money. Give it back. And then everything in here. In here. And in here. Apparently we have a new type of gemstone, which is a emerald. We've got some medicine, and we've got some schematics. Yeah, exactly, Aloy. I feel like that's one of the things that these games always have to debate is like, should we change the ordering number or not? And they went with the not. Like when you release new pals. Alright, we'll get these guys incubating. Oh, I guess I have one extra. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I think now's the time to reorder those things. Now's the time. What am I doing? I just had a thought, and it's already gone. I was going to... What was I gonna do? Oh, right. I was gonna get the ingredients for more incubators. So I'm gonna take... I guess all of them. I'll take 7, which means I need 35 cloth. It needs... What else do we need? 30 stone apiece, so 210 stone and 70 paldium. It is true that ordering doesn't matter that much, but it is... Part of it, I think it actually matters more than it should right now because you cannot search. There's no search bar here in the Palpedia, and there's no search bar in your pal box. So because you can't type in a search, having some form of reason for the order is helpful for players to find the pal they're looking for out of the list. And right now we don't have that. Cruel, that is so smart. You're taking a thing that's bothered me before and turning it into a benefit. Because sometimes it's annoying when you want the resources to go back into your base instead of in your inventory, but that's really smart. I hadn't thought about it that way. Alright, so let's get a little row here. Now, why are there no eggs here? Because Krydax forgot to put cake over here, like a dingus. Dang it. We would have had 10 Kelpsies by now. And then Krydax also needs to make another bed for pals. Since I'm here, I'll just do 4 more. Okay, but we do have a bunch of Ragnarok eggs. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see what we got. Swift, bottomless stomach, runner, and that's it. Swift. Swift artisan. Swift artisan. Swift. Artisan Swift. Artisan Swift. So many Swift artisans. Alright, there's those. I guess we have a couple. I still need more incubators. That's what's crazy. I do not have enough for all these Anubis. Workaholic, remarkable craftsmanship, artisan. Ooh, that one has runner as well. Though wait, I should be breeding with the one that we put into my base. Now that I think about it, we want more like that. You can't imagine playing the game. Well, I'm playing with the intended time. It's not that bad. You just have to have a bunch of incubators is the difference. At least I think I'm playing with the intended time. Is this not the intended time? I think I had everything on default. Anyway, I want to take... Oh, never mind. I was under the impression I had put to work my Anubis that had 170 work skill. But I guess I didn't. Okay, cool, I guess. Quick question, can I buy eggs? Because that's actually what I was short on. I could do another chickpea in the farm. But do you sell eggs down here? Yes. Perfect. Oh, I don't even need the grappling gun. Right. Huge egg takes 48 hours. Maybe that was what they had it set to originally. And then they changed the defaults because people complained. Because when I started this, run that I'm doing right now, I don't believe... I changed like 1 or 2 settings, but I'm pretty sure I did not change the egg incubation time. I'm only 90% sure, though. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I changed it. Anyway, what am I doing? Oh, eggs go to the other base. Regular eggs, not pal eggs. What's weird is if 2 chickpea breed, they create eggs which are different than the eggs that chickpeas lay. Feels like a little bit of a logic hole there, but it's kind of funny. Okay, so now I'm short on flour, so I could buy more wheat, etc., etc. Yeah, let's just put away all these eggs. Okay, so now we got the kelp seed going. Good job. Ooh. We'll take 2. I also wonder, it could be a multiplayer versus single player thing. If it's a multiplayer server where people, if the server runs 24/7, that's really different than a single player game. I think that actually, I think they might have even officially said something to that effect. Like if it's a 24/7 multiplayer server, I think it's meant to take like a day or whatever. But that's obviously different than if it's a single player situation. I need to get all these Anubis up here. Oh my gosh. How? How? I don't even... It's almost as big as you are. I don't want to think about it. It's the magic. Let's just say the magic. I do need to chill, though, on these Anubis. So what I'll probably do is I'll let that batch cook, and we'll take these 2 out for now. And I guess just switch over to Gale Claw to finish that out. Nail. Okay. And how many eggs or cakes do we have? 20. How many do we have up here? Oh, there's only 5. We do have 28 cakes queued up. That's pretty good. And then now I can get the weapon assembly line 2 and the sniper module 2. Woohoo! And then I probably should be calling it an episode soon for the YouTube stuff. I will keep streaming here. Let's see. One second. Oh. One more egg. Okay, let's see. What I wanted to do... Hey! I caught the last one of you that passed through here, but... Can you chill for a second? I'd like to talk about our Lord and Savior's salads and jam-filled buns. And baked berries. Wow, you are really booking it. I guess you knew what happened to the last trader that passed through here. No! They left right in front of my very eyes. Oh no.
What?
The disaster. That's fine. It's fine, because we've just got this guy. Thank you. How much do those sell for? Oh, 1. That's not very much. Okay, what was I actually doing? Weapon assembly line 2?
What?
I think so. want it to be lined up with this one. Doot. Doot, 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 doot. Alright, and then we just go sideways. So, because of where it's positioned, I want to rotate it 180. And then put some storage on the end. Perfect. And then you can build your own skill fruit orchard. Gold coin assembly line. Oh my gosh. The work puts a strain on the mind, causing a decrease in Pal's sanity value. That's new. Wow. Item retrieval machine. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. I can't wait for that. Large scale stone oven. So many cool new things. For now, the cool new thing is making more ammo for me. Maybe some more polymer. Oh, I really want that, but that's going to be ancient civ core, so that's not happening anytime soon. And now I'm out of carbon fiber. Okay. And keeping up the legendary sphere production is there's a lot of things going on. There is a higher tier cooking pot. Apparently. Okay, let's sleep, and then we'll go visit the mining base, and then we'll call it an episode once we get all those goodies fetched.
What?
Okay, so I guess I'll start with carbon fiber. Oh! Handiwork needs some help. Why don't we replace... You know what I really need to do is I need to breed stuff like Verdash. I need a bunch of Verdash. I need to breed like a couple Pin King with, you know, Work Slave or Artisan. Pin King with Artisan would be great. Maybe Ajarobe. I guess Anubis is a good Digtoise replacement. I forgot they had Mining 3. That's incredible. Okay, but that's the one we want to breed once we're ready. So for now, we'll just do regular Artisan. That's a female, so then I can put this one to work. I will take away 1 Reptiro, add in 2 Anubis. That should get handiwork done in a jiff. If Liftmonk will get out of here. Do I even have 2 Verdash right now? I might have to take 1 out of my main base. I know I have a couple more, or at least 1 more. Maybe it's just 1 more. And I don't know if the other one's a male. Might have to look at the breeding table for Verdash. Anyway, Anubis should help mining get done a lot faster. So let's grab the stone. And the ore. I might have too much ore. I might need to focus on stone now. And why don't I just take the coal and we'll just make carbon fiber with it at the main base. I'll just take the coal and the charcoal. Alright. Can't get around this stupid guy. It's giving me the little green plus, but there we go. Yeah, and then we'll just use the assembly line that's here to make the carbon fiber out of the coal. Beautiful. How much do we have now? 8,000 ore? Good gravy. How much does Palmetal ingot sell for? That's the other question. Are those actually worth making and then selling? I'm not holding any, so how would I know what it's gonna sell for? I mean, they're fine. A little less than 100 each. I guess they sell for 12 a piece, and then there's the 5% bonus. Just better to sell legendary spheres, I suppose. Like, if I just sell 10 of them, that's already 47 grand. They sell for so much. So, we just do that, and then I can afford buying, you know, an entire stack of palladium, an entire stack, I guess not an entire stack of wheat. Wheat is expensive, comparatively. But I can also afford the bones and the horns and the pal fluids for cement. Well, just bone and pal fluid. Stone then becomes the limiting factor, stone and wood. And ore. Interesting. Anyway, I'll just buy enough palladium for a while. I said that last time I bought 2,000, and somehow we ended up using most of it, so... guess it goes faster than I think it does. And then instead of... what I'm thinking is instead of using the flour we make here, I'll probably just use that in cakes. And then not sell the jam-filled buns. Because we can just sell legendary spheres instead. So then we'll use this coal to make carbon fiber. And then we can make more legendary spheres with that. And yeah, I think this is a good place to call it a YouTube episode. We've gotten a lot done. We got Bellanoir defeated. And we're just producing all the things, trying to get our breeding programs going. We can look at our rewards from this. Nothing too crazy, but I guess 4 Civ parts is nice. So yeah, for those of you on the future YouTubes, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.